You know, I didn't expect online ranked competitive Wii Sports to be something I wanted, but after trying it, I'm in. So the most recent Nintendo Direct was pretty wild. While some people disliked it, for me it was wall-to-wall amazing, and I'm considering making a video explaining why everything in it was amazing if anyone still cares. But the one announcement that got a rather mixed reaction was Switch Sports. Nearly everyone was like, really? Wii Sports for Switch? Followed by, wait, why didn't you do this years ago? Followed by, wait, what happened to the Miis? But the thing that caught my eye was the online network test. Like, really, Nintendo? You're that concerned about the online for Wii Sports 4? But, well, it has swordplay, or rather Chambara. So I figured I'd give the network test a shot. Only to find out it was only a handful of 45-minute windows, likely to get as many players playing at the same time as possible. So I wound up staying up until 5 a.m. on Sunday to catch the last one. Turns out Nintendo says we're not allowed to share anything about the playtest, but, well, we didn't sign an NDA, they didn't specifically tell us what punishment we'd get if we did, and no one else seems to have been copyright claimed by Nintendo, so it was probably just an excuse so they could take down any videos that made it look bad due to network issues. So heck with it, I'm making a video. Besides, my impressions were shockingly positive. Not to mention, a lot of bigger YouTubers are just not talking about this due to the restriction and how awkward the network test was. Only 5 different 45-minute long chances to play. You had to jump through some hoops to get the demo. Avatar customization is turned off and random sports only. Don't want to give too much of the game away after all. It is only a network test. Now see, I'm not actually the biggest Wii Sports fan. It was a cool tech demo and fun to play around with, but I never went in hardcore, not beyond trying to make boxing work anyway, which it doesn't, not in terms of hooks and uppercuts, but I forgot that some people really love this game. It was the pack-in after all, and there are many Wii owners who only own Wii Sports, so the amount of nostalgia some people have is off the charts. Regardless though, Wii Sports was always treated like a game for goofing around with friends. Many people cited watching their friends waggle the Wiimotes like idiots as being a major source of enjoyment for the game. So yeah, I never took it too seriously. Tennis especially, since you can't even control the characters. It's just swinging, and that seemed lame. But as soon as they added that online competitive element, it changed. Not only does the HD rumble feedback on hitting tennis ball feel really good, but the fact that I was playing against real people who I did not know but were also trying to win made me that much more determined to win. I wanted to actually do better and beat these people. The fact that they're randos helps. I know my friends. I know how much time they put into Wii Sports, and the answer is not a whole lot. But this person, over the internet, that's another story. So suddenly this just got way more compelling, even though I'm not normally a competitive person. Survival bowling is amusing because it literally turns bowling into a battle royale. It's bowling night! Man, they should have made this 99 player and made it free with Nintendo Online. In fact, even paid, I'm kind of hoping they patch in a 99 player mode. That said, you can no longer control when you let go of the ball in this one, taking away the ability to bowl in other lanes or throw the ball behind you. But that's also because this is online, you can't mess with other players and other lanes, and they don't want you to screw around because you're on a time limit and people are waiting. That said, it does take something away from the game, so I kind of hope they have a control option that lets you release the ball on your own. But of course, I was here for Chambara, and I am pleased. They add in 2 new sword types, Charge Sword and Dual Sword, but they look kinda wonky when you use them. The Switch controllers can't detect their position in space, so the normal 2-handed sword works because it limits your range of movement and makes it easier for the controller to guess where the sword is in relation to the body just using tilt detection alone. But it just doesn't work quite right with the other swords. Visually, I mean. Gameplay-wise, they seem fine. As I look forward to learning them, there's a chance I'm just using them wrong. But beyond that, though, Chambara is stupidly fun. The whole reason I'm buying the game, really. Cripes, I kind of wish they'd just make an all-Chambara game with colorful opponents like Punch-Out. Shoot, a third party actually tried that on Wii with a game called Swords, but I have it and it's not very good. The controls were a mess when I tried to play. But getting back to Switch Sports Chambara, yeah, I beat every opponent and faced, and I want to keep going. The promise of being able to just play this all day has me excited. Shoot, I started joking about how I wanted to go pro in it, even if I had to form a Switch Sports Chambara esports league myself. But wait, hold on. That's already a thing? Yes, the official website promises a Pro League, likely the same as in Smash, where after doing well enough, you're promoted to Pro, but I'm in. It looks like Nintendo is really serious about the online play in this, with competitive play being a major focus, and I'm in. I'm really curious. Like, Wii Sports was just seen as some good-natured, waggly nonsense, but I want to see what high-level play becomes. How much skill will it take? Will people stand up to play or find some trick waggle to use while seated? Will it hold up under competitive pressure or fall apart? I gotta know. And yes, the network test went exceedingly well for me. I had no lag issues despite playing against people in Japan, what with this being the 5 a.m. network test and all. Whatever lag compensation they're using seems to have worked really well. And yes, I am playing on Wi-Fi, so I'm even further impressed. Friendly reminder that rollback is not a silver bullet for all online play. It's a form of net play designed specifically for two-player games and is mostly just for fighting games. Netcode is best tackled on a game-by-game basis with awareness towards how the game works and where you can hide the lag. I'm guessing Nintendo really wants this game to be globally competitive with just how well it's working and the fact they're testing this. But this also probably explains why half the games are court games. Tennis, badminton, and volleyball can probably all compensate for lag in the same way. But let's move on to the Miis. You can still use Miis, or at least Mii heads anyway, but as you can see, there are also these new avatars, and people have been quite, rustled. So here's the thing. Miis are the kind of thing I literally dreamed about as a kid. I always wanted a way to make a custom character and insert them into any video game, and Miis were literally that, appearing as both selectable characters in the background in many games. Conceptually, Miis are really cool. However, gotta be honest, I hate the art style. The Miis are neither cartoony nor anime-ish and thus don't really fit in any game. They're overly simplistic and weird. But at the same time, they're iconic and people have done amazing things with them. The Miis have become a meme even, so I get people being super attached to them. It's just that you can't really make a Mii look particularly attractive or cool. Goofy and fun, sure, but not really attractive or pretty or anything. I think that was probably how people in Japan felt too. So, Nintendo has been slowly pushing Miis further and further into the background, and I do wonder if they might have some kind of Mii replacement planned in the future. Though, don't expect a new console anytime soon, by the way. Switch is still selling well, and the chip shortage makes creating a new system very difficult. Just ask the PlayStation 5. Wait until the crypto bubble bursts and all the crypto farms flood the market with used graphics cards. That's when we'll get the Switch Pro. Or really, Switch 2 by that point. Anyway, I think that's why they replaced the Miis, and being able to make them visually appealing is important because you earn in-game coins by playing, which can be spent on new customization parts in a shop that cycles in and out new parts daily. If these were just Miis, less people would care. A Mii always looks like a Mii. But they do want you to care about how cool your in-game avatar looks. Some people have said they look like corporate art, but I strongly disagree. I mean, technically they are corporate art. Nintendo is a corporation after all, but the heads are too big and there's too much personality to be corporate art. Really though, it seems like most people start to like them once they see them in action, as the game is bursting with Nintendo charm. Like, seriously, look how vast some of these environments are, showing some of the outside area, or some backgrounds have, like, restaurants in them, and they all have different unique characters walking around, hanging out, and doing different things. And then they react to how you play, following the ball, clapping, and all that. It's those little details and nuances that really bring it all together. A lot of people are hoping for a mode where we can explore Spacco Square, and I'm absolutely one of them. The game has a delightfully chill atmosphere, and it really compels me to keep playing, which is the plan. That's why they have the Avatar Shop, which changes items every day, to keep you logging in and checking back for more, and thus getting people to keep playing, and thus keeping a decent online player base. It all goes together. Which brings me to the final point, the price. Turns out the digital version is only $40, which still seems a smidge high, but I am glad it's not $60. Unfortunately, the physical version is $50 because it comes with the leg strap. The leg strap can be bought separately, though, and even comes packed in with a few games, namely one of Namco's old Wii games they ported to Switch, Active Life Outdoor Challenge, as well as Ring Fit Adventure, which I have, so I kinda wish I could buy physical without the leg strap. Ah, well. Either way, I'm very excited, and I never thought I would be so excited for a freaking online competitive Wii Sports, but man, bring it on! Anyway, this is Gel, and you've been Game Babbled. See ya.